Welcome children. In the previous session we learned fundamental principle of counting. So moving ahead, in this session we will learn what factorial notation is and how to get an expression for solving the same questions which we have done through fundamental principle of counting. We will explore the term permutations more. Now see, the definition says a permutation is an arrangement in a definite order of number of objects taken some or all at a time. That means say you are having 10 different objects, out of which maybe you have to arrange all the 10, or maybe you have to arrange some of it, like 5 out of 10 you have to arrange. So this arrangement in a particular order of different objects, okay, either you are taking them all together or you are taking some at a time, that is called permutation. So permutation is an arrangement. Now we will see under different conditions how permutations can be obtained. This says permutations when all the objects are distinct. Now the condition is the number of, see, we have seen through fundamental principle of counting, if you see, we know how various position can be arranged. Okay, now applying the same over here, it says the number of permutations of n different objects taken are at a time. That means we are not arranging all the n objects. We are taking any r out of those r objects out of those n at a time. So if you have to arrange r objects, they will be occupying r positions. Okay, over here r will be greater than 0, but it will be less than equal to n. Moreover, the restriction is that the objects do not repeat. Okay, so as per fundamental principle of counting, you can see first position can be occupied in n ways. Okay, second one, because we are not allowing repetition, for the second one the number of choices are one less. So second one can be done in n minus 1 ways, then third will be done in n minus 2 ways, and so on. So by the time we reach the rth position, you will see the number of options left is n minus, within a bracket we can say r minus 1. How can you make out to get this? Look at this part. In the second position, options were n minus 1. So this is second position and this number is 1. So 1 less than 2. This is third position and this number is 2, which is 1 less than 3. So keeping that in mind, you can easily make out how this expression is obtained. This is rth position. So this number will be 1 less than r. So this whole term becomes n minus, within the bracket r minus 1. So when we open the bracket, it comes out to be n minus r plus 1. So this is what the number of arrangements we are going to have. If out of n different objects, only r are arranged and the objects are not permitted to repeat. So this expression we have obtained through fundamental principle of counting, and this is also denoted as p with a bracket n comma r. That means permutations of n objects taken are at a time. Okay, you can prove, I have already explained you. See just now, it says there will be as many permutations as there are ways of filling in r vacant places by the n objects. How you can fill those r places by n objects? So you can easily see, we have mentioned first place can be filled in n ways, second place in n minus 1, third in n minus 2, and so on, and then the rth term. So this is the number of arrangement, or you can say permutations of n objects taken are at a time. Now in the same thing, if we don't put the restriction that repetition is not allowed and we allow the repetition, then see what we get. The number of permutations of n different objects taken are at a time where repetition is allowed is n to the power r. See how this will be obtained? Because you are allowing the repetition, so the first place can be done in n ways, even second place can be done in n ways, third place can also be done in n ways, till the rth position. Rth place can also be filled in n ways. So the product comes out to be n raised to the power r. Now if you look at this product, when repetition was not allowed. This is a big expression, is it or not? And there is a pattern which is following. The numbers which are getting multiplied are consecutive natural numbers. And if you look at this product, this is in decreasing order. Okay, so this lets us think that can we have some easy notation for it. So keeping that in mind, a new term we can explore, that is factorial notation. Now the notation denoted like this, n with this exclamation mark. Okay, this is the expression for factorial. This represents the product of first n natural numbers, that is the product. Now see, when we say n factorial is representing the product of first n natural numbers, that means it's the product begins with 1. So 1 into 2 into 3 till the largest value what n has got. So n minus 1, then n. So this product of consecutive natural numbers starting with 1 is n factorial. Now if we compare it with the previous product we talked about, that was a product of n natural numbers, but they were not beginning with 1. Okay, so we will see how that expression can be converted into factorials later, but at present let us see how factorial can be simplified. So if we go by this, we come to know 1 factorial will be only 1. 2 factorial means 1 into 2, 3 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3, 4 factorial is 1 into 3 into 4, and so on. We even define 0 factorial is 1. This we will derive once we get the expression for permutation. Okay. Then 5 factorial, see, this is other way of writing. If we don't expand it entirely, 5 factorial, we can write this in the reverse order also. Like 4 factorial can be written as 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So order we can change. So 5 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 factorial. We don't go beyond that and we stop there only. Or we can write it as 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. Okay, so this part is not expanded. We can even write it as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. Then expanding 2 factorial also, it is 2 into 1 factorial. And 1 factorial is only 1. So 5 factorial comes out to be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. So for natural numbers, if we talk about, that means as per our convenience, n factorial can be at times written as n into n minus 1 factorial, or it can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. Obviously over here the value of n, minimum value of n has to be 2, because if n will be 2, this reduces to 0 factorial, and we define 0 factorial as 1. So in the same way, you can see n factorial can be written in many ways. Now using this factorial notation in deriving the formula for arrangement of n objects taken r at a time. Now just now we derived an expression for arrangement of or permutations of n objects taken r at a time. We found it is coming out to be product of these natural numbers. This is in decreasing order. You can see n is the largest one, n minus 1, 1 less than that, n minus 2 again 1 less than that, and so on. But we are unable to write it as factorial. The reason being, for factorial, the product has to be including the product from the first natural number, that is 1, and that we are not getting here. So whatever is not available here, we will multiply this entire expression with that, and we will divide it by that. So multiplying the numerator and denominator by, see what we are multiplying, the next natural numbers which you are going to get in decreasing order. So the natural number 1 less than n minus r plus 1. Keep in mind 1 less than this. We are reducing each term by 1. So from this, if I remove 1, it will become n minus r. And the one which is 1 less than that will be n minus r minus 1. So on. So as we keep on reducing 1 from the previous term, finally we will be reaching the natural numbers 3, 2, 1. Gradually it will decrease to 1. So this product we will multiply in this expression, and because we are multiplying, we are going to divide it also. Okay. Now you look at the numerator and see the product. It is 1 into 2 into 3 and so on. See, these are all consecutive natural numbers till n. So you can easily make out this is expanded form of n factorial. Now the numerator can be written as n factorial. Now going by the denominator, this is also product of natural numbers beginning with 1. And what is the largest one out of that? It is n minus r. So 1 into 2 into 3 and so on till n minus r. So this is n minus r factorial. Fine. So now instead of this lengthy product, we have a small expression for defining permutations or arrangements of n object taken r at a time. See, this expression is only for n objects taken r at a time where we are not allowing the repetition. If you look at this product, this is obtained only when objects are not allowed to repeat. So here all the objects which you are arranging are different. No repetition has taken place. Okay. Then only this form of result can be used. Now let us put some conditions on R and check what it reduces to. Suppose R becomes n, then we will have permutation of all the n objects. So out of n, all the n are getting arranged and repetition is also not taking place. So we will replace here R by n. So we get n factorial over 0 factorial because we know 0 factorial is 1. So this reduces to only n factorial. Now you can even derive 0 factorial is equal to 1 from here. Just now we saw Pn comma n will be n factorial over 0 factorial. Now the left hand side, if I solve using fundamental principle of counting, it says you have n different objects. They are to be arranged in n places. So whatever number of objects are there, those many places are there and you don't have to repeat. So let us see how it comes out to be. First place we can fill in n ways, second in n minus 1, third in n minus 2 and so on. Okay, as we keep on filling the positions, the number of objects keeps on reducing. So at certain point you will be left with only 3 objects. So this position may have only 3 options. The next one is only left with 2 and the last one is only left with 1. This will happen because we are arranging all of them. Okay, this we get according to fundamental principle of counting. But when we look at this product, this is nothing but n factorial. So what is this equation reduced to? We are getting n factorial is equal to n factorial over 0 factorial. That means 0 factorial will be n factorial over n factorial, which implies 0 factorial is 1. So this was about arranging n objects taken r at a time where all the n objects were different and we didn't even allow the repetition. But it is not necessary every time all the objects will be distinct. Okay, so we will explore another condition, how to arrange all the objects which are not distinct. Okay, so we will see the nature of the objects then. When we say all the objects are not distinct, it may happen there is a group of objects which are exactly the same, rest all are different. Or it may happen within the n objects given to you, some are of one kind, some are of other kind, and there is a third category, some are of that kind. So there are out of n can be divided into three categories, three groups of identical objects. Okay, so depending upon that, let us explore how the arrangement is to be done. Now this one says, third theorem, the number of permutations of n objects where p objects are of the same type and rest all are different will be n factorial over p factorial. The reason being, see, when some objects are identical and you are arranging all. So if we use the formula which we have done just now for permutation of n object taken r at a time or n at a time, you will see because some objects are same, so they will be resulting into the same arrangement which we are not able to make out. So if we have two arrangements which are exactly same, they cannot be counted two separately. Okay, they will be counted only one. So we need to get rid of those arrangements which are exactly the same. So we are not going to use the formula Pn comma r, which is n factorial over n minus r factorial for these conditions. Okay, I will give you one example of this. See, we have a word apple. Apple is having 5 letters. Out of these 5 letters, P is appearing 2 times. Okay. So in this word apple, apple, if those two P are interchanged, it still remains apple. So same arrangement. But if we neglect that and we arrange these 5 objects using the formula, then you will see that we will not get the correct number of arrangements. So whatever arrangements are repeatedly counted, they should not be there, they should be eliminated. So how that will be done in case of apple? If I have to arrange the letters to get how many words we are going to get, now number of letters are 5, so it will become 5 factorial over 2 factorial. Why 2 factorial? Because there is a letter P which is appearing 2 times. Okay. Now then let us increase the categories of objects which are identical or which cannot be distinguished. So next one says the number of permutations of n objects. So again you are arranging n objects where P1 objects are of one kind, P2 objects are of second kind, and so on. So there are many categories of objects of the same kind. You take the word mathematics. When you take the word mathematics, whatever number of letters it has got, you will find there are many letters which are getting repeated. M itself comes 2 times. Okay, T gets repeated. So in the same way, there can be other letters which are getting repeated. So this is what the theorem says. Suppose you have to arrange all the letters of mathematics. Okay, then you will see there is one object M which is appearing 2 times. So it says P1 objects are of one kind. So there are 2 objects which are of same type. What is that type? It is M. Then P2 objects are of second kind. T you can take. T is the second object where 2 T are appearing. Like this we can have many more. PK objects are of kth kind. So out of n object, if there are different group of objects of the same kind and say the remaining, if anything is left, even if they are all of different kind, then the permutations can be given as, see the same thing is followed here. It will be n factorial over p1 factorial into p2 factorial and so on till pk factorial. So this includes all those kinds which are having many numbers of the same kind or many objects of the same kind. So this is how the permutation or arrangement of objects which are not all different can be obtained.